How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So I wanted to do an updated version of my entire vintage collection that I did last year because, as you might know or may not know, I did a lot of classic football shirt shopping this year. So my vintage collection has stepped up a bit, which is pretty cool. But if I wanted to keep it in the same format I did last year, which was anything from 2010 and older, well, that was about like 30 shirts, and that probably would have been a really long video. So I decided to maybe get a little bit more specific. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you instead all the shirts that I have from the 90s/Y2K era. So basically, literally anything from the 90s, and then anything up to like the year 2002, 2003. Because anything beyond that, to me, that's not Y2K. Y2K was pretty much the end of the world. And by 2004, we all realized the world was not ending. Or was it? But this video is not about conspiracies. We are here to talk about shirts. So without further ado, let's get to it. But before we begin, if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on future content. We do giveaways for every 1,000 subscribers. We're kind of getting close to 7,000. So if you want free stuff, which will be a free jersey, subscribe. That way you can be a part of it. So yeah, anyway, now let's begin. So I'm gonna go in basically reverse chronological order, starting with the oldest shirt all the way, no wait, I said that wrong. Take two. So the way I'm gonna start this, I'm gonna go in reverse chronological order, starting with the newest shirt, all the way down to the oldest shirt that I have in my collection. So yeah, let's begin with the first one. First one in the collection. We have Barcelona's 2002-2003 home kit right here. This is something that I picked up recently at the Classic Football Shirts in London. And this one's cool also because it has Riquelme on the back. And yeah, obviously Riquelme being Argentinian, I was a big fan of him when he was in the national team. And so it was a no-brainer for me that I needed to pick this up while I was out there. And so I did. And here it is. So yeah, first one on the list, 2002-2003 Barcelona home kit. Next up, we have Argentina's 2002 home kit. This is a kit they wore for the 2002 World Cup, Korea, Japan. It even has the Korea, Japan patch right there, which is more like a heat press printing. And this is probably something that was added on later in life. Don't know. The shirt is in okay condition. I got this one of the Classic Football Shirts in New York. As you can see, there's a number 9 right there, which means there's Batistuta on the back. And again, I feel like this might have been added on later on in life just because the name set and the little heat press thing patch right here is pretty good shape. But then you look at the rest of the shirt, I mean, you probably can't tell on the camera, but it's not in really good shape. It's very faded, like it's been washed many, many times. But, you know, still, it was worth picking up. It's Batistuta, one of my favorite Argentinian players, so it was a no-brainer for me to get this one when I saw it over there. And yeah. Next up, we have Arsenal's 2001-2002 away kit. This one is really cool because it has a Sega sponsor on there. I got this back in the day, like I want to say like 2016, 2017. And I really got it with the purpose of just kind of decorating my game room with video game sponsor shirts. And then that ended up escalating to everything you see here now. So this was the spark of everything. And so this shirt is special, although I don't really care for Arsenal. I just care more about the video game sponsor. And yeah, there's no one on the back. I don't intend on adding anyone to the back of it either. I'm just gonna keep it as is. But yeah, really cool one over here. Next up, we have 2000-2001 Man City home kit. You know, I didn't know for the longest time that this sponsor right here was actually a video game company. Like, I really did not know that till like maybe like 2-3 years ago. So I guess that counts as me having another shirt with a video game sponsor on there. I don't know how I didn't know that, but shirt itself, really cool. I like centralized badges. Obviously, this is the old Man City badge right here. And the cool thing about this one is that it has Papa Holland on the back, Alfie Holland. Erling Haaland's dad. But yeah, the shirt's pretty cool. It's Alfie Holland, Man City. Obviously, that's my team, so yeah. This next one is probably one of my favorite purchases from this year. This is 2000-2001 Argentina home kit. This is when Reebok was making their kits for a very brief amount of time before going back to Adidas. Again, centralized badge. I love centralized badges. And as you can see, there's also a number 9 right here, which once again, we have Batistuta right here. The shirt is actually in really good condition. I got this from Cool Kits. I really love giving them my money, as well as Classic Football Shirts. Well, Cool Kits is a little bit more special just because the partnership that we had in the past. And yeah, so getting this shirt from them was really cool. It was expensive. I'm pretty sure I spent like 200 bucks on this one, but hey, Actually, I have nothing to say. I did that to myself. But nevertheless, I'm still glad that I was able to add this to my collection. And yeah, it's Batistuta. Can't go wrong with that. Next up, we have England's 1999-2000 home kit. Another one that I picked up from Classic Football Shirts, but this one in the Manchester store. As you can see, there's a number 7 right here, which means we have Beckham on the back. This one cost me, let's see, I'm trying to do some mental pounds to dollar conversion here. It was 125 pounds, so we're probably looking like somewhere close to like $140. To be fair, this one was one of the cheaper ones from the retro England shirts I had over there, because most of them was like 250 pounds or more. And I really wanted to get a souvenir while I was out there, and I really wanted to pick up a retro England shirt, so this is what I settled for. But still really good. I mean, back on the back, you can't complain about that. So I probably will actually wear this one. Not anywhere crazy because I don't want to get it dirty. Although I feel like it already has a blood stain on there, even though I'm not gonna call it that, but it does have like that dry blood little stain on there. I'm hoping it's not that, because whose is it? Why do you got blood on my shirt? But yeah, England, 1999. All right, next up we have 1998 Argentina away kit. This one I got from Cold Kits as well, a few years ago. Can't remember how much I paid for it. It's in very, 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 very worn condition. I mean, the Argentina badge right here is not even gold anymore. It's like a washed out brown, but it's Argentina, 1998. This is the first World Cup that I remember watching as a kid, so to me this one was special. As you can see, it does have the World Cup printing on there. It has a number 9, which you already know. Once again, we have Batistuta right here. This, however, the printing here was added on later in life, because the printing is in such perfect condition that there's no way this was already there when the shirt was made. Back then, these World Cup details were stitched. They were not a heat press, which this is a heat press right here. So obviously this is a reproduction name set that was added to this, but still pretty cool. Now I just gotta get the home kit, like an official home kit. But yeah, Argentina, 1998. Batistuta. Next up, we have a 1998 Newcastle away kit right over here. I got this one about 3 years ago on Depop for like 35 bucks. I wasn't too sure if this was real or not, but upon doing some research and looking up tags and everything like that, it did come up to look like it was legit, although I was never really able to confirm it for sure, because I know the tag over here is a little different than maybe the ones you see over in Europe, but I learned that the shirts that were made for like here in the US / like North America area in general had a different tag than the ones that were made for like Europe. Again, that's just what I read online. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but based on that information, I was able to come with the conclusion that it's most likely real. Not that it is real, that it's most likely real, but I'll take it, whatever. Either way, it's still a really nice shirt. I love that sponsor right here. The blue and the yellow just works really well, and I love that it's like almost like that shiny material. Like I wish they made shirts like this still. I mean, I'm sure they probably do somewhere in the world. No name or number in the back or anything like that, and I plan on keeping it that way. I was gonna add like an Allen shearer to the back of it, but I'm gonna just keep it as is. It's fine as it is, so I'm not gonna do anything to it, so. But yeah. Next up, we have a 1998 Blackburn Rovers away kit. Another one of those Depop purchases that I made a few years back. I think it was around the same price of like 30 bucks. Again, I was not able to come up with a conclusive answer whether this is legit or not, but based on research, everything came up to be, again, most likely legit. But yeah, it's a really nice shirt. That doesn't have any name or number in the back. Yeah, don't really have much to say about it, other than, I like it. That's really all I got to say about this one. I didn't realize how many 1998 shirts I have. This next one is a Jubilo Iwata. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be totally not pronouncing it correctly. This is a J-League team. This is from 1998. I believe this is their home kit, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've looked at this shirt. But yeah, I also got this from Depop. Again, one of those things where I wasn't able to come up with a conclusive answer whether this was legit or not. And even with the research that I did, I still couldn't really find too much about it. But I mean, you can look at it here. Maybe you have more knowledge than I do. This is what the tag looks like right here. It does have a Yamaha little sponsor here on the sleeve that, as you can see, is kind of cracking and everything like that. Same with the Nestle Nestle, however you want to pronounce it. You know, there's like a little bit of cracking here and there. Does have the J League patch right over here. The little badge on the front of the shirt, right over here. Let's see, what else? There's nothing on the back over here. There's an inside tag. There is an inside tag. It just has that right there. I believe there's no other tag in here. Yeah, no, there's no other tag. So yeah, this is again 1998 Julio Iwata. I don't know again if it's the home or the away. I cannot remember now. It's been a while since I looked at this shirt. But if you have any ideas about this, or if you're familiar with the shirt, let me know if you think it's real or not, because I was never really sure, and I just, you know, just took it for what it was. I mean, this was not an expensive shirt. I might have gotten it for like 20 bucks on Depop, 20, 30 bucks. So if it ends up being not legit, then I mean, it's not like I wasted a lot of money on it anyway, so I don't really care. But it's a really nice shirt, and yeah, I mean, screams 90s, doesn't it? So yeah, anyway. So this next one's pretty special for me. This is Argentina's 1997 home kit. And again, if you're like familiar with me in this channel, then you probably already heard this story, but this is the first Argentina shirt that I had as a kid. Obviously it was a bootleg, because you know, what parent wants to buy their kid a $70 jersey that they're gonna grow out in like 2 weeks? So I understand, I get it, I forgive you. But it was when I saw this on classic football shirts, like it just really took me back to when I was a kid, so I had to pick it up. And I got this like about 2 years ago. I think it was like maybe like $100. The shirt is not in great condition. It does have like a lot of fading and discoloring, but you probably can't really tell too much on camera because the camera makes everything look nice except my face. But and you can even see here, like the tag has been ripped off and everything like that. But you know, it was still worth it for me to pick it up just because of, you know, what the shirt means to me. And you know, it just really took me back to my childhood, and it was nice to just be able to get this back. There's no name or number on the back or anything like that, and I plan to keep it that way. I know adding names and numbers to the back of jerseys is kind of my thing, but I've decided that I'm gonna leave the retro vintage shirts alone. I'm not gonna mess with them. I'm just gonna leave them as is. Maybe I can add a patch or something like that to them, but I'm not gonna mess with them. I'm just gonna keep it as is and how it was bought. So yeah, I will only do name and numbers to like the new shirts or maybe something more recent, but I'm not gonna mess with the vintage shirts. If it does any fixing, leave it as is. But yeah, anyway, 1997 Argentina. So I wasn't going to include this one in this video because it's a kid's shirt, but it's still a vintage shirt. It's from the 90s. So I think it, you know, deserves to be shown. It deserves its 15 minutes of fame. But so here is 1996 to 98, I think. Bayern Munich away kit? Home kit? Shoot, now I can't even remember. But the reason why I have this is because I made a video early this year about the conditions of the shirts that classic football shirts sell. And because they have like a different rating of like, you know, good, very good, excellent, or fair. And I just wanted to see like how fair were the fair condition shirts that were on their website. And this was one of them. And as you can see, I mean, like everything is kind of peeling off there. This white over here is not really white, it's more of a gray. I mean, there's like pulls everywhere. I don't know how well you can see on the camera, but like it's in really rough shape. There's even like almost like a detergent stain right there. And I think I might have paid like, it was less than $20, so maybe it was just like right at $20. And the whole point of that video was to determine whether it was actually worth paying the money for something like this, which I think to most people can agree that this is probably not worth buying. However, to me, because I'm a collector, it was kind of like whatever. Because I was thinking I could maybe display this in some areas of my house. Like for example, I have this hallway in my house that's like 90s themed. Basically, it's like an old TV in there with a Roku hooked up to it, where I play like 90s music videos or even like matches from like the 1998 World Cup. It has like an old cassette radio boombox thingy. There's like some VHS tapes and cassettes displayed there. It has like the classic football shirts cards that they send you when you place an order online. It's really like a nice little 90s theme that then also leads into my game room where I have video games from literally all eras. Like we have 90s all the way to current. And yeah, I have a collection problem, and it's not just with soccer jerseys. But the point I'm trying to make is that I was thinking I could maybe display this somewhere with those items that fit the theme of 90s. And that's why I'm okay with having this. But that's also just me making an excuse to have something that I shouldn't get, or shouldn't own, or shouldn't have wasted money on. But that's just what collectors do. We come up with any reason to get something that we don't need, that's not even worth it, just to satisfy our need of wanting to collect. We need help. I need help. Send help. Moving on, now we have a 1994 USA home kit from the 1994 World Cup. As you can see, it has number 22 over here, which means we have Lalas on the back of it. Back in the day, I thought he was pretty, I guess you can say cool looking, but I think it was just more like interesting because, you know, he had like this big beard and like this really bushy curly hair. I think just the way he stood out, like I like that. I thought it looked cool. And so yeah, so when I see this shirt, it kind of just takes me back to those times when I was a kid, like just thinking the dumbest things were cool, like something like that. But you know, it still takes me back to a nice time in my life. And yeah, and it's cool to have this now in my collection. Next up is another special shirt for me. This is a 1994 Ireland away kit. And if you've been following me for a while, you probably already know the history about this shirt and how I got it. But the long story short is that this was gifted to me by someone I don't even know. This person was a coworker of someone I know. And he was moving away and was getting rid of a lot of his stuff. And he found out through the person I know that I was starting a YouTube channel. And so he, instead of giving this away to like Goodwill or whatever, he gave it to her to give to me. And yeah, that's how I ended up having this. And I don't know who this person was. I hope they're doing well. But he gave me this, honestly, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a holy grail, but like to just give someone a 1994 Ireland away kit, that's pretty cool. He probably didn't know what it was worth or anything like that, but and if he knows now and he regrets giving this to me, I'm sorry, but just know that I am treasuring this forever. I'm not ever gonna get rid of this, so it's in good hands. I promise I'm gonna take very good care of it. And you know, you really made my day when you gave this to me. And I don't even know if you'll ever watch this video, but if you do, just want to say thank you. You're an amazing person, and I don't even know you. I hope you're an amazing person. How bad would it be like it turns out that he actually sucks and he like, I don't know, beats people? But hey, he gave me a shirt, so I can't complain. But yeah, that's the story about this shirt. And yeah, so it's really special to me, and it looks amazing too. Come on, this looks great. But yeah, Ireland 1994 away kit. And now you know what they say, save the best for last, right? Well, this is not really the case, so I apologize for that. This might be a little bit underwhelming, but it is the oldest shirt that I have in my collection, so that's why it's last. But this is 1993 to 95 Everton home kit. This is another one that I purchased while doing my classic football shirt fair condition video. This one cost me, I want to say somewhere around like 30 bucks. I want to say like that. It's still a really nice shirt, don't get me wrong. I think the only problem with this is that it just has a lot of paint stains right here and right there. And this is completely like washed away. The badge here is like more gray, or not the badge, sorry, the sponsor is more gray than it is white. And you know, there's more, you know, paint stains right there. So, you know, definitely fair condition, and probably not worth the $30, but again, nevertheless, it's still a cool 90s shirt. If this was in good condition, this would be a beautiful shirt, but it's not in good condition, so it's an okay shirt, but I think it still looks pretty cool. I mean, it does kind of give it like character, I guess, if you want to call it that. I do wear it from time to time. That's another thing too, because it's already in bad shape, if I wear it and something happens to it, I'm not going to care. So that's like the only bonus of having a fair condition shirt like this one in your collection, is that you probably won't feel bad wearing it. So that's the only plus side I can come up with to make myself feel better about paying money for this. So yeah, but yeah, this is it. Last one over here. And so yeah, that concludes my 90s/Y2K shirt collection. What do you think? Which one was your favorite one? Let me know down below. And obviously I still got more shirts from like the early 2000s to like 2010 that I can show off in a later video. I just didn't want to put everything all together because then it would have been a really long video. And yeah, I don't got time for that. And you don't got time for that. You probably want something really short and quick. maybe you do want something really long. I don't know. My 1 hour entire collection video, I mean, it does have a lot of views, so maybe you guys do like long content like that. But I will make a part 2 of this vintage collection where I show off my later 2000 shirts. And then maybe I can do from a 2010 to 2020 edition as well. But that would probably take even longer because that's where most of my shirts are from. So we'll see about that one. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, leave a thumbs up down below. Again, if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on future content, giveaways, all that good stuff. And of course, I hope you have a great day, week, month, year, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.